why she ignored you, and that had to do with text, call, for whatever situation. Could have been a few reasons why. She could have lost interest in you. You could have pissed her off or annoyed her, or probably could have been wrong timing too. I don't know if I put that in, but it could have been wrong timing. So this video, I want to get into what you need to do when she contacts you back, and that's after essentially you ghosting her, or since she ignored you, you got ghosted first, unfortunately, or she just ignored you and you in the end charged her to the game, kind of, so you didn't over pursue, you didn't continue to pursue her after that. That means that you've created your high value. She sees you that way. She reached back out to you because you boosted her interest back up, or you might have just increased it in general to the point where she wanted to reach back out to you. So applause for you guys real quick. If she contacted you back after a short while, or for whatever period of time, could have been a month, because women are crazy, y'all. So could have been a month, could have been a week, could have been 3 months. For whatever reason, she decided to contact you back. So what you need to do right off the bat, guys, is not send a response. I wouldn't even send a response the same day. You damn sure better not be sending a response the same, like after a minute. Your high value, so now she's seeing you as a prize, right? You've increased your brand equity. Now she sees you in a better light. Ask yourself this: what would it look like to her if you sent her a reply back in the next hour or so, after she ghosted you for whatever period of time? Could have been a month or whatever. Ask yourself what that looks like. That looks like a low value dude right there, right? So personally, I wouldn't even send a response for like a day. Depending on how long it took for her to get back to you, she could have ghosted you for a month or so. Man, I wouldn't even reach back. I'd rather send her a message after a couple days. But it is also circumstantial. If you see this girl every now and then and she decided to text you back and you've previously seen her before in person, then go ahead and wait a day or two. If you hollered at this joint and you got her number at the club or something, and you try to get with her, or you might have got out on one date or so, and then she just ghosted you, nigga, you could probably wait a week, to be honest. If you want to play it the right way, you might just be able to wait a week. It really just depends on your circumstance, and you're going to know that. You got to be able to gauge it yourself. I can't give you a clear-cut definition. They're different. You give enough time for that to set in, that she contacted you. Now she's the one being left on red. She's the one being left on, oh, is he still interested? You want her getting that stuff in her head. So make sure she's got enough time to just, let it sit. That whole time you're increasing your value even more, and you're not looking desperate. Because if you send a response back real quick, not only are you low value, desperate, you probably ain't getting no play. You don't want to come off like that. All right? So next thing, guys, what you got to understand, take a step back real quick. You got to understand that she pretty much hit you with a flawed move right there. When she ignored you or ghosted you, it was a flawed move. I tell you guys, to be more in control of your emotions. Don't get butthurt over, what women do, because they're women, and they're mostly driven by their emotions. At the same time, you shouldn't be butthurt about that, but also you have to give her what we call punishment. So you have to essentially punish her. And what you're gonna do, not only are you doing that by, waiting to hit her with a reply back. That's part one of the punishment. Part two of the punishment is she's gonna have to do something for you. Whether it's something small, like, okay, well, let's say you had got her out on one date before, and now she hitting you back up with interest, talking about a second date. You know what? You trying to fuck? Go ahead and hit her with the, all right, you coming to my place though. Or you go ahead and hit her with, okay, well, are you taking me out to dinner or so? Something like that. She's paying for it, or you getting her back to your place. Clear cut, you get to the point. Like, there are no games here. When you hit her with that response, you should be trying to set something up, and it's all gonna be on you. It's not about her at that point, it's about you. She put the ball in your park. You gotta make sure that you capitalize on it. Don't let it go unnoticed. Don't let shit just slide. Like, oh yeah, she did ignore me for a month, and I hit her back the next hour. Oh yeah, let's go on a date, and I'll pay for it, everything. Wherever you want to go. Do not do no bullshit like that. You punish them mentally, emotionally. So not only are you waiting to send that response, so you let that nervousness, you let that anxiety sit in their head and stuff. You're getting into her head that way. You also make sure she has to do something for you. And you know, guys, that kind of goes for any situation with any female, really. You want to make sure that where it's necessary, you know, where she did something wrong, that she's getting punished, because you just don't let shit slide. Women do not want to do, at least the women that we're after with alpha mentality, we got this high brand equity, we got this high value demeanor that we carry. We're not after alpha females that's looking for some little Bobby to sit here and just kiss her feet all day. We ain't doing that bullshit. We're looking for females that are out here seeing us that way. So they don't want a man that they can just walk over. They want a guy, they want a real alpha. Make sure that when it's necessary, you handing out these punishments. All right, so let's say you got her back to your place or you got her on a date. Either situation, you need to make sure you're progressing in the way of, you know, in your seductive, suave, smooth mode. Make sure you're kind of drawn back a little bit. Definitely don't be too into her. Right off bat, do not be too into her. Don't go up there, hi, how you doing? Ain't seen you in a minute. Blah, 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 we need to catch up. No, don't be all that way. So you need to be kind of set back a little bit when you get her on that date or you get her back to your place. It's back to the game, y'all. It's back to the game. So don't create a friendly vibe. It's been so long since you had ignored me and blah, blah, blah. Don't bring shit up. First off, don't bring shit up about her ignoring you. Don't bring shit up about any of that stuff. You act like it didn't even faze you, because it shouldn't have. At this point, this is the best chance for you. So you need to capitalize on escalating sexually. You have to escalate sexually, especially if you get her back to your crib. If you get her back to your crib, whether you hit her back up with that, come back to my crib, or you go on a date and then ask her, you have to ask her to get back to your crib. This is the perfect time for you to do that, because you have all the power at this point. So you need to start shooting jumpers. You had already let the girl go when she had ghosted you first, so you ain't got no problem with doing it again if she ain't about that life. Even if you hadn't got no play, even if you've been waiting for this chick forever, like forever. She's the one girl that you really wanted to get out with, and now the ball's in your park, and now you done fucked it up because now you done went back to beta mode and you acting all interested and super into them, and they don't want to see that. They've given you the power, so don't let it go to your head, but at the same time, you need to keep her in check. Make sure you're keeping yourself in check. Don't be all over her. She's sitting on your couch. You got the bottle of wine out, you got the candles lit or something, whatever you're doing. You got the Netflix going. Don't be all up on her and stuff. Be aloof, be calm, be relaxed, be cool, collected. Sit back and let her come to you. It's the hardest time for us to stay in our masculine frame. This is the most important time for you to do that, fellas. Make sure you own that shit. Anyways, y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Send me some questions if you got them. I appreciate the support. Y'all check out the Patreon. Check out the social media links in the description. Keep fucking these hoes asleep. Get the power. Deuces.